But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God. Hey guys, we're live. Jim, can you hear me? Derek, can you hear me? And hi, guys, because I can hear myself and all that, but Roger has come in and I can't hear him whether he's mute or unmuted. So, can you hear me, guys? I'm just waiting for a yes or no from someone. Good morning for those in Europe. Right, okay. Still waiting for a yes or no. I can hear you, bro. Yeah, Derek can hear me. Roger, it's got to be someone on your side, dude. Sorry, man. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Hopefully he can sort it out anyway. Hopefully he can sort it out. I'm sure he'll be back. He's... Oh, wow. What the heck? Oh. Why is it going on a bit jittery? Huh? What on earth is going on there? Right. That's gone jittery. Why is it going so jittery? What on earth is going on? Oh, is my internet gone out? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm live or not, guys. I don't know why my everything's just gone jittery. Don't know what's going on. My stream is just going mad.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, dude. But my stream was just going all jittery. It was really going like stopping and starting. I don't know if it was stopping and starting in chat, guys, but it was really going jittery. Yeah, I was thinking, what's going on? Well, computer's not.
I heard your intro. It went in, but I couldn't hear what you were saying at all.
You couldn't hear me at all?
Nope.
I know. Well, I checked my mic and everything. It was all good, but everything seems all good now. It's like my internet just messed up for a minute. It was all jittery to me. Was it all choppy for you guys in YouTube land? Or was it all okay? Because to me, I was saying, what's going on? I'm looking at the YouTube and it was all jittery. And yeah, you can hear Roger now, but we couldn't hear him before. So it's all good. It looks like it's all good.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it looks like everything's all good at the minute. Yeah, I was going to put on a debate, right? I was going to put on a debate today. And what it was a debate. It's an AI debating a non-believer and something else, an atheist, and someone else on does God exist? And I think the AI was on the side of God does exist, and I don't know. So I was going to put on that, but I'll lift it for another day. I want to do that someday, AI debating. But I'm just stuck with like the theme of a Tuesday at the minute, because like we're doing the Chuck Missler thing on the Tuesday about Return of the Nephilim. So I thought, I was checking through Trey Smiths after last night's stream, me and Michael, and we thought, why not? I just seen this video. It was a 30-odd minute one. It's Vicky talking asleep. Yeah.
we did that in real time today on QE's. Adam Meakin debated a Eric Dubay of like whatever you want to call him. He
Okay.
doesn't think there's a God like and entropy and the first law and the second law of thermodynamics are negotiable. It was bad, dude. But yeah, Adam just told him basically go to hell at the end of it. But
Wow.
QE invited him back. He's going to have him review the first and second law of thermodynamics, and instead of using logic with it, try to look at it as a law
Of
instead
course.
of a philosophy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
I threw in a couple of real good questions, and then at the end I said, "This is Sparta," and I walked away.
This is Sparta. Yeah, Vicky's here, like she's asleep. She's going home today. So yeah, I couldn't do that. I wasn't going to do I haven't done a morning one in a little while properly, so I thought I'll do a morning one because obviously I'll have to help her out to the taxi with her bags and that in the afternoon. So yeah, so when she's away, I'll manage to do more morning ones rather than leave it till the afternoon. It's just because she wasn't very well. She's usually up for the time for me to do my morning ones, but she wasn't very well, so I didn't really want to wake her up and that, so I started doing afternoon ones. But yeah, here we are. Yeah, let's get the video. It's a Trey Smith one. Sorry?
I saw the Trey Smith. I don't know who he is.
Oh, Trey Smith is good. He's very he talks a lot with his hands. He's got a lot of gesticulations with his hands. He's very dramatic with his hands. He's very pronounced with them. But yeah, he's good. I like what he talks about. Very expressive. Nice. You'll see. But he's good. Don't know what he's got to say in there. I don't know what I'll have to say about it. So let's just get it up and see what happens. What he said.
And Derek.
Yeah. Good to see you guys. I did not say hello to people in chat. I'm at Roger. I think it's Roger, Jimmy, and it's Derek, and that's it at the minute. Hey, bless you guys. Bless you guys.
Our poll is at 100% right now.
Yeah. Oh no, 75%. I see at the minute. Unless
Who voted against it? Who doesn't believe?
Somebody's voted. I don't know. I think something like that. Is it? Yeah, 75% for votes. I haven't made up my mind. 25%. So there's no no's yet. It's just haven't made up my mind. That's one. Hey, Shifty Eyes. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, bro. Very good to see you. Right, let's get this video.
Hit it.
That's Vicky. She's making weird noise in her sleep. Right, where are we? Which one is it? Fallen Angels, Rise of the Nephilim. Right.
Presentation that you're watching.
Right, you'll see what I'm talking about. He's very expressive with his hands and that. Shall we go inside or let me just think. Might be better to go that way. Yeah, you get a bigger but then I have to get rid of my ticker. Right, let's do that. Let's get rid of my ticker. Let's get rid of my ticker for now. Yeah, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. You get to see more of the screen then, don't you? You know what I mean? For the guys. So yeah, guys, just give me a shout, man, if you need to stop. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, schnell. Anyway, guys, bless you for coming. Nice one.
This presentation that you're watching is called Fallen Angels, Rise of the Nephilim. What I'm holding in my hand right here is a serpent idol. These are found in the area all around where ancient Eridu was, in current day Iraq, where the Tower of Babel, the areas where the Tower of Babel was, where you also find a lot of what are called eye temples. A portion of the reason that they're called eye temples is you find all of these little wispy, ghost, E.T. looking characters, supernatural characters that have all of these little eyes on them. Little eye idols. This particular.
Yeah, and I know what we think about the old eye idols, you know? The old seeing eye. I mean, this is probably something different, but they all kind of lead into each other, have the old eyes, don't they? Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying this is the same eye, but I mean, the media and things like that, they love the old eye symbol, don't they? They have to, the album covers, everybody's covering an eye, or they've got something over an eye, you know what I mean? Or one eye's covered by the hair, or in shade by some kind of, you know what I mean? Some kind of artsy project. The eye is always showing just the one eye.
That was the one thing that Darwin couldn't ever explain in his evolutionary process when he tried to break it down. The eye and the ear were the two things that were unexplainable. He couldn't explain how it would evolve in that
Exactly.
process. Yeah, the eye is very important, but I mean, I don't think it's anything we need to start worshiping. Oh, the all eye.
No, of course. I mean, yeah, I is, and he was right to stick in that. Should have stuck at anything, to be honest, because look at the eye. I mean, only God could design that. Evolution is rubbish. I mean, how can a one-cell organism change into something else? It's got no reproductive. How can it get there in the first place? And also, how did it know to? How did it know by light coming in something it didn't know have the information about an eye? How did it know to identify that light and to design to make an eye for that light to be seen? You know what I mean? It's just all rubbish, dude. There's got to be a designer. It's simple. Someone designs something and then they make it. It's how it happens,
The way your cells reproduce, and they have to know what they're doing to begin with to create that certain part of your body.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
So yeah, that's where the what do you call it? Not the quantum level. It's just oh God, what's a good word for it?
Go on.
The information, the data that each cell has to grow with.
Yeah, I get
has to be in sequence, and it works.
Absolutely.
And they don't know how it works. That's
Absolutely.
why.
Adaptation. Yes, there's such thing as adaptation, but the information is already there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The cell has to have the information in order for it to grow to begin with.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. This Tacteriel, this Chrysostoma, indeed those giants are the products of fallen angels from the female humans they tempted. That's why they've been punished by God. He. He always comes in and says he. I think this is a bot. I don't know. And if you're not a bot, you really do sound like one. I mean, you haven't said anything wrong. You haven't said anything wrong. It's just the way you always type. It certainly sounds like a bot. I agree with some of the things you type. But you just sound like a bot, dude. If you're not a bot, I'm sorry. But I think you're a bot.
You're entertaining. If you're not a bot, come in and join
us. Yeah, the link's at the top, dude. If you can't see the link, you just get rid of the poll and it'll be there. I can put it in again, actually. I'll just put it in the chat if you want to come in. Come in. Copy and have a go at that.
If you come in with a robot voice, we'll know that Robot Polisher didn't send you.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I watched the Robot Polisher video yesterday, I think.
Yeah, that went out today.
Maybe it was the one today. Maybe one today I watched.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It featured Austin Whitsitt and who else? Dave was in it.
Okay.
A few guys in it, the newest one he put out. But QE's going after Austin, so.
Is he?
There's a reason for it because he has to say, like, he'll double speak like within the first sentence in any of his debates.
Of course.
He'll contradict himself in a heartbeat. Yeah.
See again, angels are spirit being. Actually, I'm going to put it up here so we can see it. Look, angels are spirit beings, but they have power to turn themselves to humans. That's how they manage to impregnate those female humans. Those female humans at that time. What do you mean, those female humans? It sounds like you're not a human yourself. Those pesky humans with a he. Yeah, you're
What's the he?
You're a bot. You're a bot. You're a good bot, but you're a bot.
Or he wants to be a Nephilim, one of the two.
Absolutely, but you're welcome as long as you don't cause any discord. But I will not be moderating you. You could probably you're an AI bot. You probably could take a spanner off me.
Or he's a good screenwriter, one of the two.
Absolutely. Right, let's carry on with this.
Right.
idol is a serpent goddess. Its name would be Namu or the Tiamat, or the oldest forms of worship on earth, the Nakash in the garden. The word Nakash has three uses in one, just as the Nakash comes from Genesis 3. As a noun, it means serpent. That's where you're getting the common translation in the book of Genesis, that this was just a serpent in the garden. But it's much more than that, because as a verb, it means this serpent, just like this idol here, means to be divine.
To be divine. So the only divinity in the serpent I know is the devil. He's got some power. He's not divine like God divine, but he's obviously got power. So
since we're on the snakes, I got a story. You'll
go
like
on.
this.
Go on.
I got two short little quips for you. When I
Oh.
was a kid,
Go on.
we used to chase what they call king snakes up in the
Oh, yeah.
hills. I would literally chase them through the woods. We would hunt them down. Yeah. And then there's another one. Just a quick little one. I was in California. I was going from one city to another, and I'm walking down down a ravine, and I look down on the ground, and there's this small little rabbit, a baby
Right.
jackrabbit. This is near San Bernardino, and I reached down, I picked it up off the ground. It's like it was paralyzed, like fear.
Right.
Its heart was racing, and I looked up, and right in front of me was the sidewinder, full sidewinder.
Oh, dude.
So
Scary.
well, I didn't panic. See, a lot of people would panic. That thing would have snapped at me. I just
Tell you.
slowly inched my way backwards, picked up the rabbit in my hand, and walked away from him. Just
Wow.
stared the snake down. Yeah,
Wow.
he didn't do anything.
We're lucky in the UK when it comes to snakes, because we get things like adders and that. We don't tend to get things that are venomous or anything like that. So we're not too
Killed a
bad.
lot of snakes in my day, dude.
Got to be done.
Yeah.
Got to be done. You know what I mean? The snake will bite at your heel, but you will crush its head, and that's Mandela as well. It's now bruise and bruise when it was bruise and bite, bruise and crush, or bite and crush.
The best way we used to kill
Yeah,
them,
good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
we would cut their heads off, man, and just sit there and watch them squirm.
Well, yeah, got to be done, man. And then the day if they're going to hurt you, you've got to take the offensive position, and take them out. Marco.
Killed a lot of copperheads. We'd have them nest up underneath our wood piles and our porches and stuff back east, and it would be a yearly thing. We'd have to kill a whole couple of nests of them. And then we had water moccasins that were like 20 feet, 15 feet long. They'd be in the bottom of our lakes. We'd have to coax them out and just cut their heads off. Yeah, they're very poisonous. It's the kind of the poison burns when it hits your veins.
Aye. Oh, it would do, man. It would do. Yeah, venom, man. A lot of people say poison, actually, but poison's man-made, isn't it? Venom is what naturally occurs from snakes.
Yeah. Snake poison, venom, same thing.
Venom, yeah. It's just I tend to think of poison as man-made. Venom is like natural, comes from venom sac, stuff like that. Yeah, but I suppose poison can be made from venom because it's man-made. They take stuff from nature, mix it together as a compound, a bit of synergy, and there you go.
But the king snake is fast, dude. You got this is around 30 miles an hour. It goes.
It's right.
You got to be quick. They're not poisonous, neither. They're constrictors.
Constrictors. Yeah. So they just got to crush you to death. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they don't get big enough to do that. They normally go for large scale mice and stuff.
Right. Got you. Yeah, like I say, we're lucky that way when it comes to snakes. We ain't got anything that's venomous.
There's nothing up here where I'm at all.
No.
Too high. Yeah.
Cool.
The altitude. They get too cold. They don't live.
Yeah, of course. They're cold-blooded things, isn't they?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get a go on this.
Is what it means. Now, as an adjective, it means the shining one. So this character that we're finding in the book of Genesis in chapter 3 is a luminous serpentine creature seeming angelic and wise, yet evil. Therefore, it would only be appropriate for us to begin coming from Genesis 3, where the serpent makes entrance, going to the passages of Genesis 6, where it reads this.
You know what I mean? He talks with his hands, even just to tell you a number. Genesis 6, he shows you number 6 in his hands. If you watch his stuff from like 10 years ago, he's even more expressive with his hands. But yeah, he's good. He's good. What he talks about is his sound. I think it's very.
Where do you find his show at? Is he on?
I've been subscribed to him for years. It was just Michael when we was talking after my stream last night. He was talking about what to do, and I was going to do that AI debate, which I will still do. I might do that tomorrow morning. But it's only 20 minutes long, so I might need another little video to go with it. I don't know. So yeah, he was just saying that, and we was talking about Trey Smiths because we hadn't spoken up, heard of him for a while. And I said, okay. And we just had a look at the page, and a month ago he did this one. I thought, yeah, this kind of fits in with what I've been doing lately, so we'll go for this. You know what I mean?
I wanted to tell you one thing right quick. I DM Duffy.
Oh, did you?
I want to see when the services are and where I can find them.
Okay.
I'm hoping for an answer back. He hasn't got back to me yet. So.
Nothing yet. Yeah. Well, I mean, he did. They did tell you to come along to his church at one point, but nobody was there, wasn't there? Is that? Right?
Yeah, I just checked his services to see what time they start, and there's nobody there.
There's something dodgy in it because what's the name of the church? It's Summit Fellowship. No, not Fellowship. Agape Kingdom Fellowship, isn't it? But when Saul's looking it up, all he gets is Summit. Oh, I can't remember now. Divine Hall or can't remember.
I went to the actual church building. It's got the sign in front of it.
Yeah.
Agape Kingdom. Yeah. But there's nobody there.
A link to this other place, isn't there, that Sob's on about? I can't remember the name now. But every time he searches them, he gets other connection that he's got. I don't know. I'm not too sure. There's something dodgy about the whole final experiment, dude. The whole thing is off.
Everybody's making a mockery out of them on both sides now.
Well, exactly. 2:23 for you, Derek, man. It's nearly bedtime, isn't it?
Oh, it's 1:24 here.
1:24, so you and Derek's an hour apart. I'm 8:24 a.m.
I work till about midnight, so I'm up anyway.
Gosh.
When men began to increase in number on the earth, and daughters were born unto them.
Actually, let me get Trey Smiths' link because I'm playing this through video file downloaded. So let me just go to my watch later list, and I shall get his link in case people's not linked to him, and in case people's not subscribed to him, because he is good. He is good, definitely. Watch later. Ding ding ding. Oh, no, bugger. I don't even think he's in Watch Later, is he? I just went straight to his channel. No, he's not there. I'll have to go there, straight there myself. Right, hold on. Hold on a minute. I'm subscribed to so many, man. They live. No. Trey. There he is. And share. Wow. Got it. Nice. All groovy. And paste. Done. That's Trey Smith's channel, guys. I dare say a lot of you have subscribed already. I don't know, but it's really, I think he's really good.
And well, Russian Vids are that's where Nathan pushed his book first.
Oh, I was it? Okay, cool. Russian Vids, they live. Yeah, I guess everybody here is probably subscribed to the Russian Vids. What's his name again? Yeah, they live. They live right now.
I've never been on his channel, man.
You never been on that? Do you want his link?
Oh, sure. You can put it in the. You got it in the chat. I can use it.
Okay, I'll go get it. I'll go get it. Let me just play this. I'll play this while I go get it. Yeah.
Sons of God. The word there is B'nai Ha Elohim. This means a direct creation of God. These are angels. These sons.
Learned that from Chuck Mislar in last night's video. B'nai Ha Elohim, because I found it hard to say. B'nai Ha Elohim. It's kind of hard to put together. All right.
Sons of God, these are fallen angels in this context, saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they married any of them that they chose. Then the Lord said, my spirit will not contend with mankind forever, for they are mortal, and their days will be 120 years. Now, whether you're using the text of Genesis or this little replica that I have here of the Sumerian Kings List or any of these other documents, like the Epic of Gilgamesh, they're talking about in the ancient past, they're stating that over time you have been losing things, which is the reverse of what is commonly taught, that you are declining over time, that everything here, that you've gone from a lush pre-flood world to...
Right, they live in here. I'll put it in YouTube chat, or do you want it in the private chat? I'll put it in YouTube chat. I'll put it in YouTube chat so it's there anyway. Right,
by the way, Flatsway said good morning.
Oh, it's Flatside here.
No, he was in the Discord.
Oh, right, I see. I thought you meant he was in YouTube chat. I was going to say he'd be at work at this time.
No, he's gonna try to figure out what robotism is.
Okay, got you.
For the stream, he's doing a second stream on it. Yeah.
See, Lightning, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. I ain't seen Barbara in a little while. She usually comes to the morning ones. Oh, maybe she was. I think she was here last night. She might have been here to my last night's show's done all right. I mean, it's less than 24 hours since last night's show, and it's for my subs. I mean, I've got 218 at the minute, and I've got like 240 views on it, and I only usually get about 100 odd, whatever at the most. But yeah, 200 odd views on it so far, so that's not bad. It's not bad. It's getting there. I'm glad of the support. Like, it's really good. But I do like doing my lives and my live streams and that. I've done a video in 2 weeks, but I am doing one this week. I'm in two minds of to do a reaction one or to do another one's in my mind. But it would take a good bit of editing. I could do them both just at different times. It doesn't really matter. But I will be doing one this week. Just whatever it is, I'll decide when I get there. I think I'll be making it on Thursday, so it'll probably be out Thursday night as a premiere or something. Right, let's go.
Very diminished and...
Sorry, Roger.
The Sequoia National Park. He's where he's doing his stream there. You see it?
Oh, yeah. All right,
you haven't probably never been over here.
Look at the girth of that tree, man.
I know, I've seen it in person.
You've seen that actual tree?
Yeah, I've been to the park. Yeah.
Oh, dude, man, that is crazy. You could drive a lorry through there, couldn't you?
Yeah, well, when I was about 5-6 years old, I was born in California. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I was raised there half my life. So I've been up and down the state.
Wow, that is a tree and a half, dude. That is so big.
Uh-huh. One of the most more beautiful places that's out of the way is called Idlewild Mountain.
Is that a redwood? Because it does look actually red in color.
It's Sequoia redwood. Yeah.
In height, what height do they get to? Like 200 feet, something like that?
Close
to 200, yeah.
Yeah, that's a baby tree though.
Wow, isn't that my dad's baby?
Yeah, comparably to the
yeah. Try chopping that down with an axe, you know what I mean? I think you get killed for that tree. You know what I mean? Mm.
I want to get a cuttlefish. You know what that is, right?
Cuttlefish, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Not fish, but it's a term.
Okay, no, right, okay. Well, I thought you meant the actual cuttlefish thing. Okay, what is
no
in term then?
They got some that are the size of Big Ben and larger.
Okay.
The giant excavators that carved out the canyons and stuff over here.
All right.
They think that rivers did it, but no. I've actually lived in Arizona for 20 years, and I've been up and down the Grand Canyon several times, and they're all machined out, dude. You can tell they dug the
Aye.
out.
Right.
It
Right.
didn't. It wasn't the river that did it. the river washed the gold off when they dug it out of the ground. Yeah.
Aye.
Man-made stuff. It's not nothing to do with nature. The Grand Canyon is not a natural phenomenon. It's a man-made one. They dug it out. You can see the machine marks on the walls and stuff. Yeah.
What you mean from the beginning? Don't you think it could have been started off by Noah's flood, and then they've started to dig?
Yeah, but I mean, what they take you in the tours, I've been up and down the canyon, and you can tell it's machined out. They dug down into the ground. They
Wow.
Yeah. And there are tons of man-made structures all the way down.
Right.
The Indians that live in the canyon, their artifacts are laying all over the place, man.
And there's still people. There's still natives live in the canyon.
Well, not now. They pretty much are up on the reservation, and Holbrook is up above the canyon.
Right.
The Navajo Nation and the Hopi Nation and Yaupai, they all live outside of the canyon. The Fed put them on their own reservations. Yeah.
Well,
and then they sold them firewater. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like, yeah. Well, I lived there forever, dude. Yeah.
Hey, Nathan Oakley, how you doing, man? Good morning, mate. Good morning. Good to see you, Mr. Oakley.
we were plugging your book earlier, sir.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was.
Flat Earth.
You were saying that it was you plugging it on They Lives on Russian Vids or something like that, was it?
Yeah, RV was doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll have to give it a read. I haven't seen it yet, Nathan. I'll definitely have to get hold of it. Is it on Amazon?
It's on Amazon. You can get it on.
It's on Amazon. All right, cool. I'll have to give it a look, man. Definitely. I'll get it. I'd rather get it in paper than digital. You know what I mean? I want to get a book just to hold it. Like everything's so digital now. You just want to hold a book and smell the pages, and you know what I mean.
Put your finger on it.
Yeah, and get thumb strain from holding the stiff spine open. You know, when you get to the middle and you get thumb strain reading it. You want all that kind of thing. It's it's out soon. Cool. Excellent.
He hasn't released it yet. Dang it.
Cool. Definitely get hold of it though.
Can you give us a date?
Yeah, cool. No, I'll definitely give that a read, man. But yeah, definitely book form, man. It's got to be book form. Well, nothing wrong with reading digital or listening to an audio book, but like I say, you kind of miss the old like grabbing a book, getting thumb strain. Not that thumb strain was good, but that's the kind of things you don't get. You get eye strain with reading it on an iPad or whatever, or a tablet or on the computer, you know. But yeah, thumb strain when you read the paperback or hardback.
So PJ, can you make his little tour? He's going to promote it for you.
I will do a little promotion when it comes out. Yeah, man, that'll be cool. That'll be brilliant. I mean, you're not too far from me anyway. Yeah, doing a Melbourne tour. Yeah, you hope, Jim. But yeah, I'm not too far from you, so I dare say, yeah, that'd be cool. Definitely.
I don't think I'm gonna see him in Colorado.
Well, you never know. You never know where it'll take him. You never know, dude. Let's hope it brings a lot more people to the truth. You know what I mean? Which, I mean, I've never had any problem with Nathan's information on Flat Earth. I think he works hard at Flat Earth without a doubt, and I've never had anything wrong to say about his. I think we agree on most things when it comes to Flat Earth. Not everybody agrees on absolutely everything. I know that, but yeah, the fundamentals and the fundamentals and that, yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
Reduced state. So right at the beginning of this, I'd like to present you these two skulls. These are both museum quality replicas of skulls. So this one that's in my hand right here, this is a replica of a modern human skull is what this is. And I'm
going to say, what do you reckon to death, Nathan? Dave Wise, Nathan, that he couldn't once say he was 16 times. Me and Michael did a stream on Michael's the other day on it, and I lost count. I'd already seen it beforehand, but I'd lost count on how many times that Jesse asked that question, and he could not give a positive answer whatsoever when it came to flat Earth. But he gave a positive answer saying if it's not flat, then it's a million times the size of the globe. You still, doesn't matter how big the how big the circumference is, how large the diameter is. I mean, you're always going to need a flat horizontal for your 90. A curve is a curve, you know what I mean? But yeah, not once. He could make a positive claim on that, but he could not make a claim saying, yeah, I am. He couldn't even just say yes. Oh, what's the definition of flat? Oh, this and that. And then at the end, near the end, a little tiny declaration with another couple of words, like another couple of sentences running. Yeah, well, it must be flat then. That was it at the end. Nothing else. It was so bad, man. So bad.
Well,
I was that's maybe what my video's got to be. Like maybe just do a little count on how many times he was asked and what answer they gave for it. You know what I mean? Just little clips of it and just maybe edit them together. Maybe do a little video on that. Or I might just do a reaction video for 30, because I ain't done a video in a couple of weeks, so I need to get a video done. Yeah. I mean, I know I like to do my lives, but you do have to do a video now and again, don't you?
I tried looking at Nathan's book, and I thought I found it on Amazon, but it said Nathan Oakley. There's another Nathan Oakley out there.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So I thought he had released. I didn't try to order it yet. Right? But I would like to know when he's going to do it, so I can get a hold of it.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant, man. Well, like he says, he's doing a little tour soon. It'll be out soon. He's doing a little tour to promote it when it comes out. So that's soon. I dare say it'll be this year, by the sound of it.
Yeah. Well, the way publishers work, there's no telling.
Of course. Yeah, I'm sure. Like here we go. Terrell Chrysostoma, Luke 24:39. See my hands and my feet, that it is I myself. Touch me and see. For a spirit does not have flesh and bones, as you see that I have. Yeah, but what's the context? Because I still think you're a bot. What's the context?
It could be AI, dude.
Right, bot, but I still think you're a bot. Hopefully be out in a month or two. That's good. So before Christmas, dude. Before Christmas.
Nathan's saying it's going to be out in a month or two.
Yeah, that's what I just said. So before Christmas.
You must be psychic, yeah. I'm telling you.
Oh, dude, you must be tired. Right, let's carry on with Trey and his expressive hands.
I'm going to turn it a couple of different directions for you. On this side next to me, pull that in the screen just a little more.
Daniel Watkins, good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Hey, Daniel.
That is what's called a Neanderthal skull.
Nathan. Hey, sorry, Nathan. Blooming hell, Roger. Sorry, Roger.
Sorry. He's trying to scare the kids with the skulls, man.
Oh,
I have nightmares.
Yeah, definitely. But like you say, he's very expressive. He is a bit strange, but I use information quite all right. You know what I mean? I do like him.
Now I'm going to remove the bottom jaw from this modern human skull right here that I'm holding, and I'm going to remove the bottom jaw of this skull on this side. I'm going to hold both of these skulls up for you.
Was he going to do a Lucy?
You. This is the modern human skull. I want you to look at those rinky-dink little teeth that are on that skull right there. Now I want you to look at how thick those teeth are on that Neanderthal, this ancient skull right here in my hand, this ancient human skull. Those teeth right there, let me ask you, could those teeth and that bone structure on this skull last for many hundreds of years? Whereas this skull looks pretty rinky-dink and like it would fall apart pretty fast by comparison. Ancient skull, modern skull. Now as I set these skulls down on this desk here, I would like to share with you also that whether you're looking at the pages of Genesis, whether you're looking at the pages of Genesis, or whether you're looking at the Epic of Gilgamesh, or the Sumerian Kings List, all of these documents going back to the
He's got loads of his little trinkets. He's got tons
yeah.
of type of things. He loves them. He loves them. He gets all these little sculptures and stuff like that.
He had to spend some money though, didn't he?
Aye. Oh, guaranteed. But I think his channel's quite successful. I'm not sure what he says sub count is, but he's obviously monetizing that. I've got this in video file, so I haven't got his channel straight at hand. I did link in there. Hold on, let me just quickly go to. Is this the link? No, it's They Live. This might be his. Yeah. Is this Trey's? Yeah, this is. Let me see subs. Yeah, he's got 618,000. So he's got his. He's just over halfway to 1 million. So he's definitely making a bit of money off that. You know, he's got a little bit there.
Oh, as I was told when I was a kid, you got to spend money to make money.
Well, that's true. That. Doesn't the Bible state that some people lived up to 300 or 400 years of age? 969 was the oldest. Methuselah lived to 969. Yeah, that was.
Maybe he had the same skull structure as a Neanderthal.
I
know people that have the bone structure of a Neanderthal now, dude. They're alive right now. They didn't go fade away. They just blended in with the rest of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You ever watch the movie Speed?
Yeah, of course. Got with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, look at the bus driver next time you watch that movie and compare his skull to the Neanderthal skull. They're identical. I'm not kidding, dude. That's been done so many times.
I get who you're on about. The black guy with the long hair.
Yeah.
He's got yeah. He's got one of them prominent skulls. Yeah, I get you. Prominent foreheads with the eyebrows. Yeah, absolutely. Look at Andre the Giant. I know his was a growth condition, but still, it just shows you.
I think they're just feeding you stuff, dude. I think they're all hiding a lot of things, especially medical science. They don't tell the full truth, especially about like people you like look at, like huge wrestlers. They're remnants of giants, dude. Hence the name Andre the Giant, you know.
Speaking of God's daughter, there she is, Jehovah's daughter. I was just talking about you, saying I haven't seen Barbara in a little while on my morning streams. I was just talking about it, and there you are. Good to see you, Barbara. Good to see you. You might hear Vicky snoring in the background. She's getting some sleep because she's going home this afternoon. She's been here for a few weeks.
She was talking earlier.
She was talking in the sleep earlier. Yeah. I mean, she'll probably rewind. Rewind like it's a videotape. She'll probably look at this later on. You know what I mean? And search back and listen to see if she can hear herself. Hear what she was saying. It's the kind of thing she does. It's funny. But yes, good to see you, Barbara. Good to see you. Daniel, how come you haven't got a spanner, dude?
Yeah.
Danielle. What's going on, Daniel? Why haven't you got a spanner? Wow. Can't believe you haven't got a spanner. Just what? Terrible, dude. How dare you come in here without your spanner? Excellent. Fine. It's always good to have you here. Always good to have you. Yeah, I did, Derek. I'm like, where's his spanner? Absolutely. Not sure about that at all. Bless you, man. I'm only messing.
Earliest time frames of recorded history are telling you about the flood. They're telling you about very strange events, supernatural events on all of these texts.
Right, I'm going to leave this playing for two minutes while I go run and make a coffee.
Gotcha.
And they're telling you about extraordinarily long lifespans. Now, both Genesis 6 as well as the book of Enoch, chapter 6, are covering, strangely, interestingly, the same events, these events of the fall of the angels. And those events, 200 angels came down, they swore an oath, and they made entrance on Mount Hermon. Right here behind me, this actually comes out of our three-part Genesis series or books, Nimrod, Pre-Flood, and Exodus, a God in a Nutshell. This would be page 16 of one of the books. Behind me on the screen here, what you're looking at, this is called Pan's Cave right here. There's an altar, what appears to be an ancient altar, right inside the heart of this cave, which has the stone of that cave looks like the devil's mouth itself. It's got that demonic look to it surrounding the cave. They would do child sacrifice within that cave to the god Pan, seen right over here. There was a stone memorial. This is an image of it right here. It was found on top of the mountain. There's a translation of it on this side, Mount Hermon. By order of the Most High and Holy God, those who swear an oath proceed from here. Now, the God being referred to, the translation I'm using for this comes from my friend Derek Gilbert. I would highly recommend his work. The God being referred to on this tablet is most probably the god Baal, more specifically Baal Hermon is who's being referenced. The text of Genesis in chapter 6 continues. In verse 4 we read, "The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward." This means before and after the flood. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days. Nephilim is kind of a basket umbrella term. These are the product of the fallen angels and the women producing offspring of all sorts of various kinds, often being referred to as giants, but you've got a garden array of very strange things on this planet, some of which we'll touch on in a few minutes. And also afterwards, meaning after the flood, when the sons of God, again the translation there would be B'nai Ha-Elohim, this specifically means the angels.
Go on, Roger.
He dropped the P word, dude.
He dropped the P word.
He said planet.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he
He
did.
dropped the P word. Damn. Is he a flat earther, though?
I don't know.
Hold on, I thought he was a flat earther.
Oh, maybe it's
Oh, no, I could be wrong. I just always thought of it. I thought of him as a flat earther. Maybe it's because I've never heard him talk about flat earth, but I just maybe because he's so apt at some things, these things that I agree with him on, maybe I just automatically assumed. I don't know.
You know, flat earther is an archaic term, and most people are afraid of it. So.
They are. I mean, David Weiss certainly is, that's for sure, isn't he? He's not a flat earther, he's a true earther, isn't he? He should take down that flatearthdave.com. He can't even say I to, is it flat? Are you sure? No, is it? For a fact, and without a doubt, is it flat?
Yeah.
And he can't say it. He can't say it. But yet, his name is flatearthdave.com.
That's going to change. We're gonna strip him of that title. He doesn't deserve it.
No, I mean, wow.
He doesn't need to call himself a flat earther. He's not going to say the earth is flat, dude. That's all there is.
Wow, Dave Weiss was on Soft Stream last night. What, on the panel or just in the chat? Wow, I'm going to have a look at that. I haven't seen Sov's obviously because Sov probably just finished as I was getting up.
Yeah, I watched part of it. I didn't get to watch all of it. I didn't know it was on there. Yeah.
So was he in the chat or in the panel? I'll have to have a look at it, see what you're saying. Did Sov give him a grilling?
You should have.
I dare say he would have.
It could be maybe positively, but I'm not sure. But it might be flat.
Yeah, exactly. But if it's not flat, it's definitely a million times bigger of a globe than they say it is.
Yeah, and an orbit in it too. You know,
he can claim that, and he says then all he could say to that was that imagine if it is that big, then the things that they're hiding. Wow. Yeah. All the lands that they're hiding, even if it's a bigger globe. Like, wow, you're going on about extra things that you can't prove. You can prove flat, but you can't prove these other things, and that's all you want to punt, is that in your app.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sorry,
I mean, he says it's a flat Earth app, too. So,
he did the chat from Duffy to Flat Earth. Okay. I'll have a
They
look
were
at it.
detailing Duffy on the flat Earth.
Alright, we'll have to have a look at it. Alright,
Yeah, let's just pull it up. Just pull up Dave's part. See what he says.
alright. I will do. I will do. Hold on, man. Wow. Yeah, I'll have a look at it later. Actually, no, I'll go look at it right now. I'll look at it later. Hold on. Do you have a timestamp for that? Mind you, you'll probably be on for a little while, so no, it'll probably take up the show. So I'll watch it later. I'll have a look at it later, and if it's worth doing a stream on, I could do a stream on it. You know what I mean? Maybe tomorrow or whatever. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Do you got any extra time you can like throw in and do an extra stream?
What
Not
tonight?
tonight. No, not tonight. But I mean, like, you have like another like tomorrow morning or tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
afternoon?
I could easily. That's what I'm saying. I could easily do that. I could, if it's worth doing a stream. At least that's how I took it after thinking about it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, if it's long enough to do a stream on, yeah, I'll do it. I can do it tomorrow. I'll have a look at it later. And I could do it. If it's
No, when you
decent
got
to do a stream on, I'll do it in the morning. Yeah.
I'll go through it when you get done here.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
I missed our stream. I was working. I didn't even know he had a stream coming. He just popped up out of nowhere. And I'm like, okay.
100%, Daniel. 100%. He says Duffy is 100% not trustworthy, and he's getting more desperate as his experiment draws near. Yep.
Well, by the way, Daniel, it's not an experiment, dude.
Definitely not. It's an observation at best, if it happens. And even then, nobody's observing nothing because they're not going to be allowed to observe the sun not being there. You know what I mean?
He said he's got permission to go outside during the nap time. You know,
Mm.
I want to see it. I like to see him go out and try it. But from what I've seen, from that point, the stop motion footage, the time lapse they took, they're so choppy, and the clouds overlap again.
Mm.
And even Craig and McToon swear it's legitimate, but it doesn't look legitimate at all. They don't know. That's not proof enough.
Right.
They claimed it was a video to start with.
Mm.
It said it's 5 days worth of sunlight. I'm like, there's no way the clouds would do the same thing in the 5 days of sunlight. It's just, the whole thing's shady. Yeah.
Oh, from the get go, that was none of it was ever. I don't think from the start. I don't think it's ever been legit. It's always been a deceit. You know what I mean? A manipulation.
If it was real, they would have real footage of it, not just time lapse, mocked up piece of work that they try to pass off as real. You know?
Yeah, people still.
It's
It's
people
not.
would be down there doing it now. People would be down at the South doing it.
It's been debunked a billion times. Them videos. It's ridiculous. From shadows to clip together videos from the sun being the same sun, from the sky being the same sky the day before as it is the day after. You know what I mean?
Well, it never in the one that I watched with McToon that he had on, the level of the sun, it never rised or lowered at all.
Right.
And in the north, it does something exactly the opposite. It rises and lowers the whole time it's in the sky.
Aye.
It would be exactly the same in the south as it would be in the north. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? Like,
Oh.
I've got footage from the north where the degrees of the sun go higher and lower during the
Right.
24-hour sun.
Absolutely.
But in the south, it stayed at the same level in his time lapse. And on top of it, there's 3 strikes for it right there.
Without a doubt, dude. They fail in so many ways. Listen, if they're going to fake something, it's always going to get caught out. People are always going to suss it out. No matter how good it is, no matter how good, it's going to get sussed out.
Well,
The truth.
what they're trying to do is scare the hell out of flat earthers into going back to the ball, dude. They're trying to as much as they can.
So much, man. So much. It can't happen. It's like denying Christ after you know Christ. You can't do it. Can't do it, dude.
Well, the whole thing is they're trying to stop anybody from looking any further.
Aye.
Yeah, I want to circumnavigate the world. I would love to go past the 90th parallel and see what I could find. But
Love
they don't
to.
want anybody going any further than we already have.
what's the point? Like Francis, freezing your nuts off. Even if you could get there, to not even know exactly for sure that you're there. You know what I mean? You're not going to know that at all. At all. Robot.
Sound like a pair of am I
Robot.
right? How about now?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Still? Okay.
You're good. You're good.
All right. Not to sound like I'm parroting Dave, but Antarctica, the reason it's so frozen around the ice shelf around the rim of it is because it's the highest elevation there is. It's one of the highest lands. That's why it's so cold. And it doesn't get full sunlight year round. Like the North isn't that cold. The North Pole isn't that bad. What they call the North Pole. I don't know if we've actually been to what they call the North Pole.
Of course.
If
I
you follow your compass,
the sea, isn't it?
if you get to the true magnetic north, you'll probably find something completely different. That's what I'm thinking.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Right. What's Mr. Bot saying? Over the next decade, it became ever more clear that Andromeda has a flat rotation curve. Rubin and Ford wrote it in Astrophysical Journal paper 1980 together with Norbert Thornard. This is just information brought up from the internet. So this is a bot. This is a bot. But you're a nice bot, but you're definitely not getting modded up. Right, let's get on with this video, man. It's got nowhere.
Went into the daughters of men and had children by them. These were the heroes of old, the men of renown. I'd like to state very firmly at this part that whether you're looking at the Epic of Gilgamesh, the Enuma Elish, they were referring to these beings, these strange characters, which you find strange artifacts and skulls, particularly at ritual sites. Many of them come from South America. But you find strange artifacts all over this earth, very similar to what sounds like it's being recorded on the...
I just thought, Mr. Bot, I hope you're subscribed, dude.
Yeah. like and share the show, dude.
Like, give it to all your cyborg dudes.
These ancient stones.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Like, for example, Gilgamesh. To get a clear glimpse of these events in detail, I'd like to dive us into the book of Enoch. Sections of what you're about to watch come from our film set, actually from our Genesis series, the Vav Part 1, and specifically the clips you're about to watch come from the extended version of the Vav Part 2. That's roughly a 2 hour, and it's not roughly, it is a 2 hour and 55 minute film. And I come over to...
Oh yeah, he punches films. But I think these are actually on his YouTube channel as well. So I don't know if these are free or if it's just like clipped versions on his YouTube channel, because he has got very, very long videos as well in his channel. Hey, Dr. Bass, how you doing? Dude, you know something? I think I was on Mr. Super Sidewinders getting some music today for the end of this show. And I think it's you and Mr. Super Sidewinder I've got today. Yeah, I think it is Dr. Bass. It says Dr. Bass anyway, so I'm presuming it's you.
Yeah, I haven't heard the song. They played it on Sandy's.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a portrait kind of standing up kind of portrait phone version, all distorted and that. Like dark, distorted colours and that. Pretty cool. Yeah, playing that at the end. But yeah, let's get on with this one.
The Book of Enoch, chapter 106.
Well, good to see you, Dr. Bass, by the way.
Being that they so badly, in those worlds after that flood, wanted their sun gods, their Prometheus, best known for defying the gods. This could be the story of Lucifer, could be the story of 1/3 of the angels that fell, or it could be the story of one of the 3 brothers that fell, who took on the personification of a sun god. After all, the Prometheus is best known for defying the gods by stealing fire from them and giving it to humanity in the form of technology, knowledge, and
There you go, look. There's the old Statue of Liberty there. All Statue of Liberties. So that's them all. All of them is the same. It's Statue of Liberty is the same thing. All different names, all the same thing.
The bot's back.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Ancient humans are really
Got the
fascinating.
same stands, got the same things around their head. You know what I mean? The Statue of Liberty, she certainly does look a little manly to me. You know?
Yes. Like the Colossus of Rhodes or the X-Men, the Colossus.
Aye.
Same thing.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. See what I mean? All this correlation. It means something.
civilization.
It doesn't prove it, but it means it. We know it. We know it.
It correlates.
Yeah. Aye. And Daniel Watkins says, once it says that Enoch has most of the truths about the earth being flat, that's why they try to discredit it. Yeah, it has got a lot of proofs. I haven't read it through and through, but it's certainly got a lot of proofs that they wanted to hide. He's right there. We do disagree on a lot of things, as some would say, but he's certainly right there on the Enoch thing. Yeah.
Only he didn't do that. He even held back the calendar from his own sons so that he could be the sun god. That's what he did. That's the truth of the matter. But what was he? He was a crafty trickster to the Greeks and Romans, but also the light bearer, coming forth to birth those first civilizations of all earth. Well, perhaps the author of these stones.
There she is.
Yeah, I was saying that.
There he is.
She.
Shahi.
Get your pronouns right.
Man, I was watching the Michael Jackson documentary earlier as well. It came on as I was drifting off to sleep, not one of them. So when I woke up, I just carried on watching it.
Looking at all of these fallen angels and beings. If that be Ham, one of the three, on his own rocks, forgot the story of his father, the 10th, the number of completion, the 10th from Adam, Noah, meaning rest or comfort.
Right.
The story given by Enoch in his line, the 7th from Adam. And being that the author of these stones is also...
See, even behind his head, he's got the X-Men symbol there, look. You see it?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
You see it? Isn't that mental? He also these symbols as well.
That's where the X-Men stole it from. It's the other way around, dude.
Yeah, that's it, dude.
So the birther, Egypt and Babylon, of all the mystery religions on earth. Perhaps he also forgot that Enoch went into those fallen angels and said, the Lord God of heavens bears a message for you. You thought you knew secrets. Little did you know you only knew the worthless ones.
Yep.
And perhaps even beginning in the days of Ham's son, Utu's son, Cush, Meshki and Gasher, who took off on a boat, perhaps to brand the image of the sun god and the temples to the moon all across the Americas and jungles of the ancient world, where they would worship as royalty and kings anything strange. Well, before that time, in the time of that pre-flood world.
See, he's certainly far out, isn't he? But he's got his information right, I think. But he's certainly far out.
He's going right to the Mayans and Aztecs, right?
Aye.
Yeah.
He gets to the meat of the stuff, man. He certainly does.
When Enoch went into the temples of Semyaza and Azazel, the two heads of the...
But you chopped off his hands, I think he'd be mute.
Yep.
200 angels who had fallen upon Mount Hermon, the base of which is the cave they would give child sacrifice to the god Pan. And Enoch said to the...
Same applies to the book of Joshua, Daniel. Definitely, Barbara. I haven't read that one myself, but yes, I trust what people have told me about.
The Lord God of the heavens has said you should intercede for men and not men for you. Behold, a heavy sentence has gone forth to put thee in bonds. Never again shall ye return into the heavens for all eternity. It was then, according to the text, that big, tough, fallen angels tore their clothes and wailed and screamed in their dark, torchlit halls. And Uriel said to me, here shall stand the angels that have connected themselves with the
No probs, Daniel, man. All right. I'm not going anywhere yet.
women, and their spirits, assuming different forms, are defiling mankind as sun gods and moon gods through the ages and hours of history, and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as their gods. That's what the text states.
See how expressive he is. He makes you interested in it. You know, he brings you into it.
He's a good storyteller. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And it just so happens that what he's telling is true. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's kind of the timeline is really drawn out, though.
Oh,
It's hard to say when exactly did they dated when the flood happened, or supposedly.
yeah. No, I get you. It's
A lot of that's unwritten kind of history. It's probably handed down from generation to generation.
or lost.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that they're finding a lot of the archaeology.
Ooh. Yeah, of course. Sorry, that was my tea
That's all
coaster.
right.
That was my tea coaster. Just stuck to my cup and then dropped. It's
And
good.
gravity pulled it right back down, huh?
Did, man. It did. No, gravity pushed it.
It pushed it.
Yeah.
You sure the ground didn't come up to meet the coaster on the way down?
Well, it did both, didn't it? Gravity pushed it, and the ground came up and met it. You know, it's according to Dylan anyway. Or according to it's possible that that's what happens according to his beliefs, because what he believes the door is a key.
Yeah. So, what do you know about the Book of Jasher yourself?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. I've only heard good things about it from other people, so I need to read it myself. What do you know on it?
I don't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I need to know. I need to more. I do like it does. I think it mentions a lot of the stuff Enoch does. You know what I mean? Type of thing when it comes to like our cosmos and the Earth and stuff like that. So that's what I've heard anyway. So I need to get a hold of it. That'd be cool to read.
Yeah.
Actually, I might actually look for a few videos in it, and we could do a streaming that as well. You know, because then it's a learning thing at the same time. If anybody's got any reputable like videos or channels that's got anything with Jasher, you know what I mean, from the Apocrypha and that, give us a shout, give us a link or whatever. That'd be interesting to have a look at. You know what I mean? That'd be cool.
I'll do some research.
Aye, it's got to be done. There's so many things you've got to research. It's just like sometimes you bloody forget. It's like, oh yeah, I've got to research that, and then it comes out. It's a year later, and it's like, oh, I didn't do that, did I?
Well, Ryan's over here with me. He wants to get together and do some things.
Ryan, as in Cookie Monster.
Yes, the monster.
Right. Because he's in Cali. You in Cali, are you?
No, I'm in Denver, but I'm not that far away from him.
That's not far. Okay.
No.
But yeah. Barbara says, what did she say? This is what she said. She said, Book of Jasher is the one that says Christ said the earth is a corpse. Which is obvious once you have eyes to see. Yeah, I get you. All the giants and stuff like that. That's quite possible, you know. That would certainly go with what I've been seeing lately. You know what I mean? Things that have been coming to light, that's for sure.
Well, she's calling it a Gnostic text, so it's not orthodox at all.
Yeah, so she says some call it Jasher Gnostic text. I enjoyed it. I don't know if it's meant to be Gnostic or not. I haven't had a look at it. I suppose you'll be able to know when discern it a bit more when you read it, you know. with a bit of help from the Holy Spirit. Ian Henry says, are you guys saying he went into the temples, i.e. Christianity, first before said other religions, Book of Joshua? I'm not sure what you're saying there.
Not really sure.
I'm not sure what you're saying. Are you saying he went into the temples, i.e. Christianity, first before said other religions, Book of Joshua? I'm not sure, dude. To be honest, I don't know much about it at all. I'm at the gym, so just hearing bits when I'm not being sick. You're pushing yourself too much, man. Come on. Drink your water. Sit down in here, wee rest here and there. You'll be all right, man. You'll be cool. Just don't push yourself too much. You don't push yourself, but do not over push yourself, obviously, man. Obviously. Yeah. You can't score, Gaji. You can't score, man.
Tell him to talk to Barbara about it. She'll probably fill him in on it.
Barbara will be able to fill you in on it. Definitely.
She knows more about gesture than I do. Yeah.
Well, here's the L again. TC. I'm just going to call them bot TC from now on. Okay, TC. Perhaps the earth is a corpse, has a spiritual meaning unto it, or some kind of metaphor.
He trying to make everything in the old text to be a metaphor. They do this all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's always he titter. But we love this bot. We love TC bot. My own personal bot troll. No,
maybe it's Luca.
You're making dinner. That's it, Barbara. Don't worry. You're good.
They shall stand until the day of the great judgment. God's been talking about this since the beginning of the book, where they will be judged and made an end of. And the women also of the angels, the women that combined with the angels who went astray, shall become as sirens. And I, Enoch,
shall become as sirens. That's what Michael was saying yesterday. We was talking about it. So yeah, that's good how it's just come together, because it's confirming what he said. So I need to give it a good look, man. I need to give that a good look. Enoch, Joshua, the hell lot of them.
Yeah.
Food, send it my way. Definitely.
I just ate.
Saw the vision.
It's too early for me to eat. I'm not a breakfast person. Like, I don't really eat breakfast unless I'm really hungry. But in general, nah.
Well, it's dinner for me. I don't eat dinner till like 11 o'clock. Yeah. Because I work nights. So.
No, that's it. Yeah.
And the end of all things, no man shall see as I have seen. But wait. Enoch 81 and Uriel said unto me, observe, Enoch, these heaven.
I believe Uriel is an angel. Uriel, well, obviously it's got EL at the end, which is God's name. You know what I mean? Of God, sort of thing. So, yes, angel Uriel.
Have you ever heard of there's a thing called the L text?
The what text?
L. They're called the
EL text. I haven't heard of it, no.
No, they actually they did their script in copper and bronze.
Oh, okay.
They made whole books like that out of actual copper or bronze.
That's interesting.
They carved their script into it. Yeah.
That's really interesting, man.
They think that the idea of elven people came from the L. Just the way that the civilized people talked about these races. So they translated L into L later. Right.
Got you. Did you see show last night? Luca came on it, but he left after a while because it wasn't talking about the ISS and stuff.
Yeah. He wanted to talk about flat Earth.
Yeah, of course. See what I mean? He's meant to be a globie, you know what I mean? And not a flat earther. But he just wants to talk about flat Earth or ISS and stuff. Why? What to debate? He wants to debate me now on the ISS. I'm like, yeah, okay, Luke, whatever. There's no point in debating on something that doesn't exist, dude. I'm not debating on that. Are you mad?
Yeah.
I can easily get a few videos up and take the piss out of it. Yes.
Yeah.
We can do that if you want and talk about the ISS that way, but I ain't debating you on it. There's no debate, dude. Everything's been faked. You know it's been faked. You can't deny it. Proof.
Yeah. They need proof. Well, they still haven't addressed my question yet.
So, like, Gaji, how you doing, chilling? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Hey,
Well, man.
Flash only wanted to get a trajectory of it, want the speed. They want to know how fast it's going. I want to know how high they are and how they manage to maintain lift at that height. And there's a lot of questions they can't answer. And the water question they never did answer. They're not going to rebut anything you say. They're just going to drag you through a whole bunch of math.
No. Well, how did you word the question again?
Oh, if the water is going to act in 0G is the same on the ISS as it did on Skylab, why is it acting different there? Who would build a space station if you could have running water and microgravity?
Oh yeah, because about the showers and stuff, wasn't it? Yeah, of course.
Why wouldn't you put a shower on the ISS station? Why don't they have running water on that? Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man, isn't it? It's beyond the joke. And they still didn't get the radius thing. The more the larger radius you go in that orbit, then the faster it's got to go to keep up. They thought it was slower. How do they not get that? That's mental.
Yeah, well, they've never looked into actual aerodynamics and how flight works. If you actually study how we get lift and how it actually works, you apply that to anything, any trajectory, and you'll have to figure out how fast you're going, what kind of lift you have in order to maintain the height.
But this was meant to be. We were talking about orbit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Zero. But still didn't. They said no. Terminal velocity is not the right terminology. Why isn't it? It's still terminal velocity. It's still at the top speed. Not that it happens because it doesn't exist. It's a violation. The second law of thermodynamics. You know what I mean? It's beyond the joke.
Glenn's in the chat now.
Glenn, good to see you. Good to see you. Meet our resident bot, Tariel Cristomo, if you've never met him before.
He's talking about Christ now. Look at him.
He's off on one. Just off on a tangent. Yes, he's kind of scriptural, sort of, but kind of off on tangents and stuff. I think it's just a bot regurgitating internet information.
Yeah. Google.
If not, I'm sorry, Tariel, but you really are a bot. But I like you. If you're not, I'm sorry, but I really
got a pet bot.
That's it, pet bot.
Tablets. Would these possibly be the same tablets of destiny and those that decide destinies of the righteous that Utu, dear Utu, was talking about to his sons, that he claimed his Apkelu conjurers had? I think not. Or are these the tablets that Moses spoke of when he was on top of the mountain, being told by the tongue of Enoch?
Maybe. Tablets of destiny. Thinking about it, was like 4 tablets altogether. The first 2 got smashed. Got mashed up. When they come down and they were all worshipping a golden calf.
Well, didn't they go right in the ark when they were done with it?
Aye. See what I mean? He goes for a couple of days off up there on the old mountain to try to get some law from some commandments from God the Father himself. And he goes away. They haven't got a leader for a few days, few weeks, whatever. I can't remember how long he went away for. But he comes back. They couldn't even wait. They're all sitting there melted down gold to make a bloody golden calf to worship. Well, they made a god. They literally melted down gold and made a god. What kind of thinking is that? Especially just being freed from a lifetime of 300 years of slavery. You know what I mean? Crazy, dude. Crazy,
Yeah.
isn't it?
You couldn't make those kind of stories up, could you?
You couldn't make them kind of stories up, dude. You couldn't. So how people don't believe them, I really don't know. That's between them and the Lord. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they've certainly had the opportunity to learn about it, and they've been told.
To his children, that Utu, the first sun god of earth, wished he could get back to. These documents were on the boat, I'll tell you that right now. Observe, ye Enoch, these heavenly tablets, and read what is written thereon.
Hey, PJ.
And mark every...
Go on.
You're right, man. His hands, dude, they get to you.
Yeah. He's just like he is. He's very expressive with his hands.
He's like a conductor.
It is. That's exactly what he's like. It's not just pointing and slight gesticulations. He puts micro movements into them gesticulations. You know what I mean? It's not just like pointing his finger. He'll bend his finger to point it out and flow his arm with it. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. Like the motion of the ocean, like a body popper. Whoosh.
Read Barbara's last comment.
People travel to Mecca to walk around a blasted cube. Yeah, true. True.
Yeah, they kiss it too.
Aye.
They're making a pilgrimage, you know. They got to walk around it, how many times? 7 to 14 times?
Aye.
Yeah. And they got to go counterclockwise. So it's really weird.
Isn't it? It's stupid. Dr. Bass says, to get paid nearly $1 billion to decommission a phony space station, which will basically just be a bunch of burnt up scraps of metal and shit. Aye. Absolutely, man.
Well, the rumor is that they use B-52s and holograms to make its trajectory. Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know if there's something that they're floating around. They may fly something in that path.
Aye. I mean, there's something there that they project something, or there is something there, but there's definitely not something orbiting bloody ball Earth. You know what I mean?
They
75 miles an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they found 10 commissioned B-52s or U-2 spy planes. I can't remember what it is. I think it's the U-2 spy. They're using it to fly the orbit path so they can make it look like a satellite.
Aye.
That was what I'd seen documented so far, what they had found. And
Aye.
so there's nothing up there orbiting.
No, of course not.
It's probably a plane flying at really high altitudes, which they could do with the U-2, and it would look the same because of the angular size of it. And something it's 250 miles high that's non-luminescent.
Aye.
You wouldn't be able to see at all, dude. It would be
No,
so far away.
It's beyond a joke to even think so.
Well, the size of a football field, though, flying in the air. At 250 miles, it would still be like really small. You wouldn't be able to see it. Yeah, I know. But people they just.
Barbara said more like tinfoil and duct tape. Yep, like they did with the old module. For dick, man. A whole lot of it.
And I never saw Skylab in the sky when it was up there. We went to see like a streak in the sky where it was burning. Something was burning up. It could have been anything.
Aye. No, of course it could. Of course it could. Of course it could. Right.
Individual fact. And I mean the words of Enoch, the actual scrolls of Enoch, the book of Enoch was on board the boat, not the heavenly tablets that he's recording and telling his sons about. Just wanted to clarify that. And I observed the heavenly tablets and read everything which was written thereon, and understood everything, and read the book of the deeds of all mankind, the book of the living.
I actually got the impression he was standing up then, but he's not. He's sitting down because I could see the chair swinging, but I actually thought he was standing up. It's because he's so expressive with his hands. I just might have thought he was up, standing up, no, putting his energy into it, sort of thing.
Yeah, I was watching some of Mikey's live feed the other day, and some of the people that are coming, instead of like telling them to Earth is ball. They're like people talking like, yeah. There's more people agreeing with them all of a sudden.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. People are seeing it. People are seeing it. It might be slower than we want, but people are definitely seeing it. And your anti-flat earthers are saying the flat Earth is dead. It's not dead. You know what I mean? The globe's dead, but it just won't R.I.P. It just won't rest in peace. It's dead, but it won't rest in peace. There's no debate there. The flat Earth has just got to grow. It's never going to be fully exposed. I don't think they can't do that. They won't let that happen.
They got too much invested in telling this stuff, and they've been telling everybody it's true.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
What do liars do when they get caught in a lie?
They lie.
They lie some more.
Yeah.
And these liars have got a budget you wouldn't stop, or couldn't stop either.
Telling you, dude. Telling you.
Uh-huh.
A lot.
And of all the children of flesh that there shall be upon the earth to the remotest of generations. And therewith I blessed the great Lord and King of glory forever and ever, in that he has made all the works of the world. The demons would claw their clothes and give anything to have their name written one time in that book. And I extolled the Lord because of his patience, and blessed him because of the children of men. And after that I said, blessed is the man who dies in righteousness. Noah was called the righteous.
Yeah, blessed is the man who dies in righteousness. And that's what we've got to aspire to, you know. Jesus Christ is the only person that was righteous, is righteous, you know, but we've got to try and aspire to it without a doubt. But we're justified through Christ without a doubt. We're just not righteous, but we can aspire to be, you know.
Well, it's a hard task to do. You can't be righteous all the time.
Dude, yeah, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. I mean, look, I should pray more than I do. Like, it's Vicky, she's new to all this. Well, I mean, she was brought up a Catholic sort of thing, Catholic school, but she's rebelled against it. Now she's new to Christianity and stuff like that, new to the Bible, flat earth, and she's reminded me to have a prayer, you know what I mean? Which was a good idea last night on the show.
What do you guys call middle school over there? When you go to middle school, what do you call middle school?
Middle school. Well, you start off in, I suppose, what you'd call kindergarten, which is nursery school over here, which will be from 3 to 5. Then 5-year-old, you go to primary school till you're 12. You go all the way from primary 1 to primary 7, and then you go to secondary school. In Scotland, it's called secondary school. Down in England, here, it's called high school, like you guys. But in Scotland, we call it, once we go there, secondary school, that's from the age 12 to 16, or sometimes 18, depends if you stay on 2 years. You know what I mean?
We have a
year, 3rd year, 4th year, and if you stay on 2 years, 5th year, and 6th year.
What they're doing, what they did when I was growing up, I went to what they call junior high school.
Yeah.
And middle school, junior high school, I was in Catholic school. So yeah, I was raised Catholic for probably like 7 or 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
We're the Order of the Sacred Heart.
Order of the Sacred Heart.
Yeah.
Doesn't it sound cultish though?
Yeah.
Just a name. It really does. It really does.
And each hallway we had a statue of Mary, and then we have Christ with the Sacred Heart on the other hallway.
Creepy.
We'd have to go to mass once a week.
Aye. Creepy stuff.
Taught by nuns and monks, dude.
Aye. Creepy stuff though, isn't it?
Yeah. But mostly they were drunk all the time.
I'm talking about the iconography. I'm not on about like the place. I'm talking, when you sing the Jesus with the heart and that. It's pretty creepy when you see that iconography, man.
Oh yeah.
I find it anyway.
We got used to it.
Of course. But I mean, looking in on it from an outside, it looks creepy. Yeah.
Yeah. And what I don't see is like a bunch of ancient texts to go along with Catholicism. I don't see any like physical evidence. Like they don't present a lot.
No. Got you.
Especially when it comes to their history.
Aye. Well, a lot of people are shady with their history. All of us are shady with history because we don't even know our bloody history. It's been made up. Not all of it, I don't believe. Obviously, there's scraps of truth there somewhere. It's up to us to decipher which is which, though.
Yeah.
Discernment. It's a good thing.
You can tell when a story has like backbone to it. When
Validity, yeah, you can tell whether it's got weight, if it's got validity to do it. Just logically. You know what I mean? It's logically and fair and stuff, I suppose.
So why would a group of people kill off their own god and then worship him after they killed him? That's my question.
Aye.
Christ is our savior, but we're the ones who nailed him to a tree. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense.
It doesn't, dude. It does not.
Even on all these pagan stones,
Pagan.
even by the god of the air Enlil, that ran with Utu from the mountains. It was the righteous who decide destinies, was it not, of whom he spoke? Blessed is the one that dies in righteousness and goodness, concerning whom there is no book of unrighteousness written, and against whom no day of judgment shall be found. These words were on the boat with Noah. And those 7 holy ones, had Utu created 7 dark ones? 7 dark ones? 7 dark Apkelu, witch doctor conjurers? The same as Nimrod had in his court, with Anaki as their head, who would birth all the children of abomination? What are we copying here? These 7 holy ones brought me and placed me at the door of my house, and said to me, declare everything to thy son Methuselah, and show to all thy children that no flesh is righteous in the sight of the Lord. For he
just so happens to be the oldest person ever in the Bible was Methuselah. The one we was talking about earlier. 996, I think. 996. Just under the grand. Roboting.
Is that me?
Yeah, roboting, yeah. Yeah, it's better. What did you say?
Okay. So in the book of Enoch, is it chapter and verse like written like the regular? Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
It's been separated out like that. Obviously, it wasn't originally like that, but I think they have separated out like that. Because if you go to Jeff Conkle's channel, he's reading it out live, he's doing his lives on Saturdays and stuff like that. And when I've heard him reading it out, he does go by chapter and verse. I'm sure he does. There's certainly chapter. I know that. But yeah, I think there's chapter and verse. I think they've segmented it out like that, like they did with scripture, with the Bible, you know what I mean? So yeah. Actually, let's put Jeff Conkle's link in the chat. I'll let this play and I'll grab Jeff's link and put it in the chat.
Is their creator. 1 year we will.
Fine, Roger.
Oh, he hasn't done a reading in a couple of days, has he?
No, he kind of does it. I think he does it weekly. I'll tell you when he last did it. I'm just going to get it up now. I'm not going to play it, obviously, because it goes on for like 40 minutes. What am I doing? Yeah, I need to go on my subs.
Yeah, he kind of surprised me when I met him, dude. I actually spent like an hour with him in live chat. He's a big dude.
Yes, he's a cool guy, man. Cool guy. I love Jeff. I was going to say Joe then. Jeff's brilliant, man. Jeff's excellent.
He's been in the firefighting business for a while, from what I gather.
Yeah. The last one was 4 days ago, 43 minutes long, nearly 44 minutes long. Reading from 1 Enoch, part 5. He says so. Yeah, it's from 1st Enoch, part 5. So he's done 5 readings. But let me just grab his link. For you guys, share channel. Yeah, copy.
Well, I know why they put chapter and verse in the books, so you can reference like parts of it if you need to.
Right? Of course. Jeff Conkle's link, guys. If you're not sub to it, there it is. Jeff Conkle is ace, man, and his voice is like caramel. He'll put you to sleep. Not in a boring way, in a soothing way.
Leave thee with thy son, till thou givest thy last commands, that thou may teach thy children. These records we give you now, that you may share them, these words, on that boat with all the generations of the world. In his 600th year, and much has happened, his father, Lamech, passed away 5 years before, and his grandfather, Methuselah. Now, Methuselah's name means his death shall bring. Methuselah.
Whoa, see the curvature on that part of the world? Dude, some curvy worldliness there. Wow, flat earth bidunked.
His name means his death shall bring, or his death shall bring the judgment. Died in the past year. So the year of the flood, Methuselah had died, or 7 days before the flood. Died at the age of 900.
Hi, Dr. Bass. I do that a lot. Somebody gives me a link, like, yeah, you stand. I've been linked sub to them for years. But yeah, no, if you listen to his Enoch readings, they're good. The way he reads it is brilliant. Doesn't trip up over his words or anything. Me, I always got to do a Bible series, just reading the normal Bible, doing a bit of Genesis, just a chapter from Genesis, chapter from the Gospels, and maybe a Psalms or a Proverbs each day, or one every 4 days or something. Do a video like that. It probably get a bit boring, but some people like to hear it, and it's not too much of the Bible at a time. It's just like 2 chapters and a proverb or a psalm or both, you know. And then eventually, after about 1 million videos, then you're through the whole Bible, sort of thing. But yeah, I would stumble. I can read in my head fluently, but when I start reading aloud, I stumble over my words now and again, you know. Even when I'm talking, I stumble over my words. It's just the way I talk. I'm not a fluent talker, you know.
Well, what they did with me when I was growing up.
I'm just not a fluent talker. He's brilliant at talking. He'd be a good narrator, Jeff would. Sorry, Roger. I said something.
I thought you were done.
That's cool. I kind of was, but then I started talking
again. When I was a kid, they had us get up in front of the church and read a chapter of the Bible every week. And this was in the Pentecostal church. They made us they stand up and do that, and we got used to public speaking, so that's how they trained us to do reading.
Right.
But after like a half hour reading a chapter, you start stumbling over your words regardless, because you're just trying to read.
Of course, your tongue gets tired, your brain gets tired, your eyes get tired. Yeah, they double up. I always say I call it doubling up. What I mean is, like, your eyelids start shutting, and then you start kind of seeing double. You know what I mean? So I say doubling up, and because each eyelid is meeting each eyelid, so it's doubling up.
Yeah. Well, this boy's getting really animated with this sign in front of him.
I'm telling you, man, he's brilliant. He's brilliant with his hands.
69. Methuselah was the longest living man in the text. But if I come from Adam down to Noah, actually Noah's father, Lamech, in the book of Enoch, the 7th from Adam, and being that they all went to such lengths.
That's Sol Invictus. There it is again. Liberty, liberty, Statue of Liberty. Apollo as well, I think it is, isn't it? Same dude.
Yeah.
Yep. Same dude, different name.
It's just the sun, dude.
Oh, aye. Sol Invictus. Yep.
Yeah.
To birth even their empires all the way to the Romans and their sun gods, beginning with Utu, and to defeat that true Son of God and put the crown of thorns on his head.
Right.
And in Utu's case, old Utu, thrown from the 2 mountain peaks to impersonate a claimed sun god. Well, surely, in that case, leading all the way to these, they perhaps knew this story from Enoch. were they also twisted.
Let's do it.
And here we go. Enoch, chapter 106.
Wow.
And after some days, my son...
Chapter 106. It's a
That's
big
a
book.
big book. Yep.
Big old book. Wow. And apparently it's like a commentary. So yeah, that's a lot of reading, man. A lot of reading. Wow.
Methuselah took a wife for his son Lamech. Here's Methuselah right here. He's the longest living man in your biblical text at 969 years. His name means his death shall bring, or his death shall bring the judgment. His son is Lamech, whose son would be Noah. Methuselah took a wife for his son Lamech, and she became pregnant by him and bore a son. And his body was white as snow and red as the blooming of a rose. And the hair of his head and his long locks were white as wool, and his eyes were beautiful. And when he opened his eyes, he lighted up the whole house like the sun.
Lighted up.
And the whole house...
You lighted up. Wouldn't it just be lit up? You lit up, you lighted up.
I guess it said that, did it?
Maybe that is the old fashioned for lit is lighted. I don't know.
Huh? Me neither.
Strange.
They used to
was
call
very
fire
bright.
something. They
Sorry.
used to call fire something different than fire too.
Okay.
Remember the old English used to call it something else.
Okay.
I'll have to look that up. Go ahead.
Some say it represents Ishtar, others Lucifer. Yeah, aye, it could. Soul Invictus, I take it you're on about.
And thereupon he arose, this child arose in the hands of the midwife.
Yeah, that's Enoch again. Enoch didn't include Cain and Abel either.
And he opened his mouth and he conversed with the Lord of righteousness. Who is this? And his father, Lamech, was afraid of him and fled the house. And he went to his father, Methuselah.
I was going to say, guys, and everybody in chat, you know, any of my subscribers that watch and that, I've always got like something I can do a stream on, a live stream or a show on in the morning and stuff like that. But if any of you have got any ideas or videos you want me to look at for a stream, just shout them out, put them in the comments or whatever. And you've all got spanners, so you can put links in there. So if you've got any ideas or any videos you want me to cover, just stick it in there, man. You know what I mean? Like I say, I can always come up with something. But yeah, if you've got any ideas, stick them in there, man. If you've got something, if you're really interested in, just do it and we'll go for it. It doesn't have to be scriptural. It can be anything you want, to be honest. I'm willing to cover most things. You know what I mean? It can be flat earth. You know what I mean? I know I don't cover as much flat earth as Flat Snack does, but I do more scriptural stuff. But I do normal stuff, just random. Like I said the other week, I did What's Underneath London, stuff like that. I want to do one from Tyler Oliveira, the one that did that hit piece with Dave Weiss on Flat Earth about London knife crime, stabbings and stuff. And also he did another one with about a country that made all drugs legal, all kinds of drugs legal, all class of drugs legal and that.
Well,
So-
I think your pet bot's wrong, dude. Lucifer wasn't the morning star. I don't know where he got that from.
Lucifer, the morning star, is one of those morning star written in the Bible. He definitely a bot, man. He does get he gets described as the star of the morning, doesn't he? But Jesus is the morning star, or it's vice versa. Either Lucifer is the morning star and Jesus is the star of the morning, or something like that. But it is said differently for both of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not the same.
I was always taught that Christ was the morning star. So.
You're definitely not getting a spanner now, Mr. Bot. You naughty bot.
You're on the wrong side.
Get your flat earth butt here. If you become a flat earth robot and a scriptural believing robot, all good. I'll give you a spanner then. But until then, Mr. Bot, you sit in the corner and think about what you did wrong.
Glenn's saying it.
Oh, sorry. I'm an idiot.
And he said unto him, For I have begotten a very
Never mind me, Mr. Bot. I'm just a bully.
strange son, diverse from and unlike man, and resembling perhaps the sons of God of heaven, the angels, the B'nai Ha-Elohim is what he's stating. And his nature is different, and he is not like us, and his eyes are as the rays of the sun, and his countenance is glorious. And it seems to me that he is not sprung from me, but from the angels. And I fear that in his days a great work, a great wonder, a great fear may be wrought upon the earth. And now, my Father, I am here to petition thee and implore thee that thou mayest go to Enoch, our father, and learn from him the truth. For his dwelling place, Enoch's dwelling place, is amongst the angels. Enoch never actually died in your text. Enoch was not.
No, Enoch was taken. He didn't die at all. Taken by, was he taken in a chariot? Or was that Elijah? But Enoch was taken anyway. Can't remember if it was on a chariot or some of the how. Oh, Roger's gone. Didn't see you go, Roger. Didn't see you go. Probably got kicked out somehow.
God took him, and his son was Methuselah, and Methuselah went. And then it states here, and by the way, the book of Enoch, as it gets down into it, is actually, there are portions even of excerpts of Noah. It's more like a family record. And in my belief, it would have been kept on that boat. But no matter what you believe, here's what it reads next. And I, Enoch, answered and said unto him, Methuselah, the Lord will do a new thing on the earth. And this I have already seen in a vision. And make known to thee that in the generation of my father, Yered, some of the angels did go astray. They transgressed the word of the Lord. And behold, they have united themselves with women on the earth and have committed a great sin with them. And some of the angels have married some of the women of earth and have begotten children by them. And they shall produce on the earth giants, not according to the spirit, but according to the flesh. And there
you go. There shall appear giants. There shall produce giants, not according to the spirit, but according to the flesh. And there shall be whatever punishment on the earth, and the earth shall whatever from all impurity. Yep, because it was corrupt. Bloodline corrupted.
come a great punishment on the earth, and the earth shall be cleansed from all impurity. Enoch continues, yea, indeed, there shall come a great destruction over the whole earth, and there shall be a great deluge, that means a flood, and a great and mighty destruction for 1 year on the earth. Yet this son who has been born unto you shall be left on the earth, and his 3 children shall be saved with him, when all mankind that are...
Here he is. You get booted out, Roger. Roger. Roger.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, I'm saying, did you get booted out?
Yeah.
Did you get booted out?
No, I got my phone.
Oh, he's gone again. He's gone. On his back again. No, it won't let me. It won't let me let you in. It says device not connected. Means you have to allow your camera and stuff. But I'll have to remove. I can kick you, but no. Add to stage. There it is. Right, you're back again. Are you back? If you're talking, I can't hear you. I can hear something, but I can't hear you talking. No. Roger. No, I'm not hearing you, Roger, if you're talking.
on the earth shall perish.
Try
I
again.
have problems loading.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Speak again. No, I think you got terrible lag. Terrible lag, like 10 seconds.
Shall die in this flood. He, this one that converses with the Lord of heaven, and his 3 sons shall be saved. And now go and make known to thy son.
What? Oh, his video's gone quiet. Oh, don't tell me he's one of them who goes silent for a bit. Hold on. It does.
As for a large door, but the ship.
Get it to it. Hey, sorry guys, there's a couple of minutes of his video I didn't realise it goes silent. So I've just had to forward it a bit to get it to where it's not silent anymore. So let's play, hold on, let's get it right to where it stops being. You should have checked that when he did the video. I should have checked it as well. Right, so it's still silent. Still silent. It's still silent. It's still silent.
Of the ark.
There we go.
This is the enormous door.
Right, so
Hey,
I want to get it.
hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, dude. I can hear you now. What are you saying?
My phone died on me and didn't realize
Okay.
how low it was.
Yeah, dude, I heard you a couple of times, but it was like 10 seconds after I spoke. You know what I mean? It was like there was a big lag, and then you were just silent and then stuff. But yeah, there was a couple of minutes of this video was going silent. It wasn't anything wrong. It's just his video, for some reason, when he recorded it, he's muted it for like 2 minutes. So I've just had to find where it started again. So let's see. Still muted. It'll start in a second, I think. I just don't want to miss where it starts. It'll start in a sec.
Side
There it is.
of the ark. This is the enormous door to Noah's ark, right here in front of us. So, and it looks like a large door, but this ship had three layers. So you had the top, you had the middle, and you had the bottom. And this is where they would enter. And it says that it was God himself who closed the doors to this boat. And it says that the animals, they didn't come 2 by 2.
Barbara says, interestingly, after Terry began doing videos with Kim Clement's daughter, I was led to do research on the societies he and numerous self-professional prophets of talk wolves in sheep clothing. Really? Okay. It's interesting. It's interesting. Well, I've been subscribed to him for a while. I don't know anything like that about him. I didn't know anything about it, but yeah, it's interesting to know that. I have to keep an eye out, an ear out. Yeah, is that the one? And what's this one? Oh, I was going to put the bots thing up. Job 38:7. When the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy. He. Lucifer means light bringer. Yes, it does. And the Bible has no contradictions at all. He. Mr. Bot, don't get cheeky. Mr. Bot. You're treading on thin ice.
Just tell them you got to worship the Creator light. How about that?
Yeah. Jesus is the light of the world. Lucifer is a false light bringer. Yes, that's what he's described as, but he's false light bringer. People think they're being illuminated by his intellect, by his information, that he tricked people or manipulated people in the garden to get in the knowledge of, you know what I mean? He's false light bringer. It's knowledge I would rather have gone without.
Even if they call him the morning star, the sun is not the morning star.
No, of course not. Of course not. Just because it's a very similar description. That's just because it's loosely correlated. That's ridiculous, man.
Oh, in astronomy, the morning star is supposedly Venus, right?
Aye, that's right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
something different.
Venus,
It's
the,
it's not. It's,
the little planet that's meant to be about the same size of Earth that they use to get the distance to the sun, of course.
yeah.
You know?
How that works?
Yeah, don't know how that works. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You'd have to know the distance to something to be able to get that. You need some information to be able to get the distance. Can't be working on nothing. Ridiculous, isn't it, dude?
Yeah. Well, I sent Flatsuite a nice little video done by Flat Earth, Flat Water that he goes back to 1957 with the geologists and seismologists. They actually,
That's Vicky again talking.
yeah, I can hear.
she'll
Tell them what
be
you're
running
saying.
through all this. I'm gonna have to tell her an hour and 55 in, you were talking in your sleep. She'll be listening for it.
You
An hour.
timestamped it.
Yeah, I've just looked at the time. She's still talking.
Mhm.
Listen. But she stopped.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, she said you wanker.
Oh, she could still wanker? Oh,
She said you wanker. Yeah. Yeah, man. I bet she'll search that one out. Right. Anyway, let's get to the end of the video.
Okay.
They were literally surrounding the boat as far as the eye could see. And as the floodwaters began to come down, all of the men of earth that knew what Noah had been building, and the animals were loaded 2 by 2 onto the ark. But as they came,
Oh, okay, Barbara. I'm sorry. I got really confused then. 'Cause I was thinking, what? Really? I didn't know anything like that. Okay. Sorry. I was really getting confused. I was really getting things mixed up. Still a little bit tired. Sorry. I should have thought better of that, you know. No problem, Barbara. Nice one for correcting me on that. I'm glad you did.
Is she leaving?
No. I'm just saying I'm glad she corrected me on it. What she said, she says she wasn't referring to Trey. She was referring to the society, the so-called prophets, all belong to or did before death. Yeah.
came inward, and then the waters began to come down. The waters began to come down, and the men that was surrounded, the men that had called Noah, they called him a fool for 120 years. He had preached to them. He had preached to them, saying one day it's going.
He's sitting there building a big old boat, you know what I mean? And they're laughing at him. Saying, yeah, it's not going to rain. It hasn't rained in years. And in some people's cases, it never rained before that, but I'm not sure about that one. You know what I mean? I don't know about that. It would need to have rained. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous to say it didn't rain. I don't know. You know, because it might have been a different kind of system then. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It might be a different system, but I don't know, dude.
According to the Bible, it didn't rain before then.
It did say, well, it kind of says that. It kind of says that. Not
The
direct.
ground was, watered by the dew in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and check that.
Things were different back then.
Yeah.
Too. I don't know. Could be.
Yeah, they're definitely there. Before the flood, the air would have been more concentrated, I think. You know, before letting go some water. I dare say that. Yeah, it would have still been a dynamic system, maybe a different type of dynamic system, but definitely. I dare say there was a lot of changes after the flood, you know. Well, there certainly was. We know that. We know there was a lot of changes.
To rain, it's going to flood, it's going to pour, it's going to drown all of you. The judgment of God is coming, and it's going to drown all of you. And for 120 years, he told them this. He would go in and he would tell them this. But then on the day that the rain began.
Sorry, Glenn, what is that? Hurricane Beryl, is that a hurricane that's on the go now? You're saying Hurricane Beryl's no joke. Is that a hurricane that's on the go at the minute?
Began to come down, and the earth began to shake, and spouts.
And like Glenn says, speaking of storms, Hurricane Beryl is no joke. And I says, I'm not sure what Hurricane Beryl is. Is that a storm that's happening right now, or is that something from the past? Oh yeah, Category 5. Where is that? Where is that happening, Glenn?
Were coming up this way and that. that boat was in the center of a continent. And they could feel the water beginning to come in and beginning to cover the feet. And they came up towards the boat, and they screamed.
Caribbean. Okay. Okay. What categories do they go up to? I take in category 5 is really high. What is the range in that category? Scale.
To Noah, who was up there in those windows, in those top windows with his family. They yelled upwards to the windows that are at the top of the ark. And Noah came and he appeared at the windows on the top. And they were screaming as the waters became heavier and heavier. And they said, "Let us on board. Let us on board. We're going to die out here."
We're going to die. We're going to die. They didn't believe him. They didn't believe him. But it started pelting down a rain. And it's like, "Sugar, can I get on that little big boat of yours, please? Because man's here is going to die." Wow, eh? Like the days of Noah. Like the days of Noah. Hurricane Beryl broke all records as first Cat 4 in June on record. It reached Category 5 unexpectedly yesterday at Caruaca and Grenada. Wow. Wow. You keep losing service, Roger. Okay, dude. Okay. It's up to you. Come back in if you want, or do what you got to do, go to bed or something, because like you usually go to bed this time, don't you? For work and that. It's up to you, dude. You can come back in if you want. You know you're welcome. I'm just trying to get to the end of this, and I've got to play out with a couple of songs. One from Dr. Bass and Mr. Super Sidewinder, one from another dude. Hopefully they'll let me play it. It's a kid. I'll leave it to you. Okay, dude, no problem. I'll just get on with it, man. I'll get on with it. Nice one for coming, Roger. Always glad to have you around, man. Always good to talk to you, dude. Except when you're a robot. No problem, mate. No problem. Ne badrata eyebrow.
Here's the earth just literally splitting open and the waters just rushing forth. On the 17th day of the second month, 17th day of the second month of Noah's 600th year, the 600th year of Noah's life, the waters of the great deep.
Seems that way, Glenn, didn't it? These major name storms are becoming more intense and more frequent. Seems that way. I wonder why, eh? I wonder if that's got anything to do with what's prophesied in scripture, eh? Seems a little bit quinky dinkle.
And all the waters from the sky let loose upon the earth. This behind me on the screen is called the Mid-Oceanic Ridge. It encircles the earth like the seam on a baseball. It's what separates your continents. It is a 40,000-mile mountainous crack on the ocean floor. It is the place where the hot, searing water, even this day, came searing forth. Coming forth, like on the diagram behind me, if you were anywhere near the edges of it, it would have vaporized you. If you were on the edges or the poles, it would go up so high that water into space, it would come down as ice.
Right, so he's definitely not a flat earther, because he's on about poles and ice going into space, coming back. Right, I just presumed, obviously, because of some of the things he talks about, so he's not a flat earther then. He's not a flat earther. Not a cover in sight, dude. Not a cover in sight.
Trapping animals in ice cubes, like your frozen mammoths. Creating, of course, the layers of strata, which you find underneath the ground. A word which means sedimentary rock is what the strata is made out of. A word which literally means rock laid down by water. It's sorted by weights and densities. The animals trapped inside that strata on the day of the flood are sorted by ecological systems. Commonly, they are compared in your universities to tree rings. I'd like to point out that it is not tree rings. It is, in fact, it's dirt. And Noah looked down to them and he said, "Where were your fears 120 years ago when I told you that this day would come? You're not getting on board this boat." And at that moment, as the floodwaters rushed inward, And they screamed up and they said, "Storm the boat!" And they ran inwards like a wild horde. And that's where it says in the text that the animals that surrounded the boat, they kicked outward in a violent horde, and water went every direction as they fought to get inside.
I was just testing out the overlay. I haven't used the overlay thing in here. So if you wonder why that just flipped to a big picture of a big ogre Nephilim, it's because I was checking out the overlay option in the brand of StreamYard. I haven't used it before. So yeah, that's why you're just seeing this image come up like that. Yeah, I was just checking it out. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I haven't used that. I'm gonna have to get a few things to make an overlay of, so I can just like have little things pop up here and there. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Nice. Now I know. Now I know.
And Noah looked down and he said, "You're not getting on this boat." And that's where it reads in the text that God shut the doors to the vessel.
Noah said, "If your name's not down, you're not coming in."
And it was at that moment, as they fought forward to come inwards, the animals kicking outward in every direction, that it says the rage of the floodwaters came rushing in. And it was then that the boat began to lift upwards. The entire boat began to lift upwards. And as those waters began to crash in, and the boat began lifting up, it began violently spiraling upwards, as if
Because he's a bot. He always uses the 0 for an O. Not always, but he certainly uses like that. Look, I'm gonna put one of his comments up. Look, there, yeah. The first one is a 0 or a capital O, but the second one is definitely a 0. No, they're zeros. They're zeros. They're zeros. They're not O's. They're not capital O's. They're zeros. They're more oval shaped than round. Yeah, man. He's a bottage. Big bottage. Hee. Oh, very good, Roger. Very good. Yeah, I should have done that one myself. Oh, Neha. Whatever Neha is. Anyway, I'm going.
every board were about to shake loose and break. And as the boat was spinning upwards, Noah...
Actually, but Mr. What's your name? Tyrell Chrysostomo. Would you like a wrench? Would you like to be a moderator? Answer me a question. I wonder if it answers. Would you like to be a moderator? I really do think you're a bot. But answer me. Are you a bot? Yes or no? I wonder if you'll answer me. Yes or no?
gripping on with his family. And it says in the text that in the...
Laugh at me talking to bots, Glenn. Oh, it's just one of my habits. He. That's why humans can't predict what terrible disasters the nature would bring onto humanity. Meaning an intelligent design that is way above us. Dude, you're either someone pretending to be a bot or you're just a bot. You don't talk about humanity, humans. Like, if you're a human, you wouldn't say it that way. That's why humans, you would say that's why we can't predict terrible disasters. It's like you're distancing yourself from the human title, the tag, whatever. Yeah, but what am I doing? Wow, debating with a bot, not debating with a bot, but conversing with a bot. Wow, I'm going loopy.
Those moments, every animal on board cried out in its own tongue. And Noah, gripping on with his family as the boat rocked and shook, he said,
I didn't know bots use keyboards, Roger, but unless it's an actual physical bot, you know.
Lord, would you remember us? Would you remember me, your servant? And at that point,
You mean he's a Doberman's man?
it reads that the boat rested peacefully
All right.
atop the waters. And it's in Genesis 9, the tet symbolizes a basket. Could be something good in there, could be something evil in there. Same chapter as the split up of the three sons.
Excuse me.
God sent a rainbow as a sign that he would never flood the entire earth.
His keyboard's possessed, or maybe he's possessed, Barbara. That's more like it.
Again, it's another symbol or sign that's been taken and been twisted.
Aye.
But later in Genesis 9, you have the directions and the bloodlines of the three sons. One path going down and one path going up from the lineage of Noah and Shem or Hashem, coming all the way through these generations right here, all the way down to Abraham. And through Abraham, you would get a great promise that through the seed of Abraham, God would bring blessing to all the generation.
And through Abraham's son, there'll be multiplication of through nations being made through his son, Isaac.
And peoples of the world. Abraham's son would be Isaac, and Isaac's two sons would be Esau and Jacob. And Jacob's name would be
Daniel Watkins, good to see you again. Good to see you again. Yeah, this Terrell's definitely a bot. It's not just a habit going he. It's not a habit. That's a bot it. It's a bot habit.
changed to Israel. And Israel would have
The bot's habit just programming. Ones and twos, ones and zeros.
12 sons. And one of those sons, Joseph, would be sold into the slavery of Egypt,
Right.
which would last a time frame from Abraham of
His horrible brothers threw him down a pit, told his dad that the wolves had ate him. Wolves had killed him and brought back something bloody of his. I can't remember what was his clothes, piece of his clothing, whatever. Yeah, and then he became an Egyptian, didn't he? Adopted into the Egyptian kingdom. And see what he became then. A leader of a nation. And still humble. Welcomed his brothers back. Yeah, man. That's a good story, Joseph. Good story. Good account of what how humble a prince of a nation can be. Second to them, would have been, what's the name of it? Would it be emperor at the time? No, sorry, not emperor. Why am I saying it? Pharaoh. Sorry. My brain ain't working. I'm a little bit tired.
roughly 400 years. My name is Trey Smith of God in a Nutshell. I want to thank you very much for watching this presentation on fallen angels and the rise of the Nephilim. It's my very strong opinion, just like the biblical text, as well as all of these ancient stones going back to the very beginning, that the demonic is absolutely more than real. Let me be very clear that God is also real, and He is far larger than all of these pesky little things. This film is dedicated, as well as all the films by God in a Nutshell, to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Roughly 20 minutes of the film that you just watched actually comes out of our film, The Vav Part 2, the extended version found over in the Partners section on the God in a Nutshell website.
Anyway, That's it ended. But again, here's his link. Subscribe to him if you're not already. I think his stuff's cool. That's it for that one. I think that was pretty cool. I think that was a decent one to do. I know I couldn't have said much through it. It was more learning from him, like you guys. It's stuff I've already heard, but it's still good to confirm and confirm the stuff you've already learned. I mean, I put as much as I could into it. Me and Roger had a go, but whatever. What did you say before I show that? What have you wrote to Rael? Those who are godless creatures are the ones that would do such a wicked thing, like child trafficking and abortion. Yeah, no, you can't say that. No. Hide that. Remove. Right. No. Not saying things like that in my chat. You know it's not allowed. Saying things like that. Not that we shouldn't talk about things like that, but we should be allowed to, but we're not. We're not, especially using that word, which is more as a pity because it is a big problem. Sorry, LMAO. It's not your fault, it's not your fault, Daniel. I get you, it's funny. Yeah, let's get rid of this. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. But I'm going to play out with two songs. I'm going to play out with the first. I'm going to end with Mr. Super Sidewinder and Dr. Bass. But the first one I'm going to do is one I listened to yesterday, and it looks like a father and his son singing, and it starts off with the father singing. And I didn't realize when I watched it last night. Michael showed me it. That the son was going to sing as well, and I was taken back when the son started singing. It's brilliant. So I want to play it. Hopefully they'll let me have it. I'll put them in a link anyway in the description afterwards. So let's get it, and hopefully I'll have it. But if not, and they tell me to get rid of it, I'll get rid of it, and I've still got Mr. Super Sidewinder then. Is it this one? 4 minutes. Yeah, I think it's this one. Am I right? Let it be this one.
Spirit, lead me where my trust
is. Right. That's his. Sorry, there's his links there, and they're at N Francis at Kanan Francis Official. I don't know their names unless it comes up properly, but I dare say it's the name, something to do with that there. But let's play it anyway. And big up these guys. I don't think I've got it in my. Hold on, I might be able to. Right, I'll play it, and I'll go and look for the names. Hold on.
Without borders, let me work upon the waters, wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be much stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my...
Right, this is where I got surprised. I didn't realise. I'm going to start, pause it there. It's brilliant. The little kid's excellent. But I'm going to put the link in for this song so you can subscribe to the channel if you want. I haven't subscribed to it yet, which I should have, or maybe I think I did. I'll have to check it. Actually, let me go into the link. So that's a link for this song, so you can subscribe through that. But it's so brilliant. I'm going to subscribe actually. Am I not already? No, I'm not. I'm gonna have to do it. I thought I had. It's N Francis is the name of the channel. 451,000 subscribers. Probably deserves it, man. Brilliant singing by the sounds of it. So go sub. That's where I got it from. Hopefully they'll let me have it. I'll put them in the description as well after the show is done, after the stream's done. And yeah, that's the link for them anyway. I'm going to carry on with this. Sounds brilliant.
Trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. You call me out to upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. And there I find you in the mystery and oceans deep. My faith will stand.
Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. When Trey Smiths, all our fear surrounds me, you never failed, and you won't stop now.
Spirit, lead me where my trust is without waters. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me. Spirit, lead me. Spirit, lead me. Take me deeper. Take me deeper. Take me deeper into you.
Hey, that was fantastic, man. That's brilliant track. It's so fun. Moving, excellent singers, excellent. Just make it more moving the way they sing. Fantastic, man, fantastic. Excellent, love it. Moving. Right. Anyway, let's get Mr. Super Sidewinder and Dr. Bass on with your file, and we'll play out with this one. Is this the right one? Here it is. This is a bit of a different one. Definitely different from this one, but nonetheless brilliant.
I know what AI is. AI is just an eye up in the sky. It's going to spy on you and I and everyone in society. Say goodbye to your privacy. It's the most realistic shit you're going to get, but it's still fake shit. Don't mistake it for being real. It's the most realistic shit you're going to get, but it's still fake shit. Don't mistake it for being real. Teach it how to jump rope, how to cook dope, how to tell a joke, but it don't understand the punchlines. Fine, it don't mind. Teach it how to walk, how to talk, how to pick a lock, how to fucking wash your socks, how to read your mind. Teach it how to walk, how to talk, how to pick a lock, how to wash your socks, how to read your mind. Teach it how to repeat shit, but can it keep a secret? I don't think so, it won't know why. Hey, I know what AI is. AI is just an eye up in the sky. It's going to spy on you and I and everyone in society. Say goodbye to your privacy. It's an algorithmic gimmick, been given the limit, goes all the way out, around and back in it. AI fanatics act like drug addicts and panic if they can't get their gadgets reactivated. Hey, I know what AI is. AI AI is just an eye up in the sky. It's going to spy on you and I and everyone in society. Say goodbye to your privacy. Go. See, official, artificial, digital, idolatry. Solid as solid could be. That's out of the bag, it's impossible to put it back.
AI is the one eye, the all-seeing eye, and the capstone at the top of the pyramid.
You can teach how to play Tetris and chess and checkers and tic-tac-toe. Teach how to repeat shit, but can I keep a secret? I don't think so. I don't think so. Teach how to repeat shit, but can I keep a secret? I don't think so. AI fanatics act like drug addicts and medically panic if they can't get their gadgets activated in time. Algorithmic gimmick, been given no limit, goes all the way out around, coming back in. Totalitarian, that shit goes. Algorithmic gimmick, been given no limit, goes all the way out around and coming back in it, permeating everything. Once the cat's out of the bag, it's impossible to put it back.
Right. Done. Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Super Sidewinder and Dr. Bass. Nice one for that. That was funky. I love it. Love it. Both of them, excellent. First one moving, second one funky. Love it. Love it. Always a pleasure to play Mr. Super Sidewinder's music. We've got that unlimited supply, and he makes new ones all the time. It's excellent. Yes, nice one for that, Barbara. That playlist is now under one of my playlists now. I'm gonna have a look at listen to it. It's not if it's like to Tony Braxton that though. I'm not able to play that live on a live stream. I don't think because they copyright, don't they? If it's Tony Braxton and that. But yeah, still a good. I'll have a look at the what you call it. The playlist later, definitely. Jimmy Innes, bless you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. I've already said good to see you earlier on, but it's still good to see you again. You know what I mean? DJ Barber, Glenn, Daniel. Roger, good night. Bless you, bro. Bless you. Nice one for turning up and being in the panel. Always a pleasure, and you're always welcome, you know that. Guys, thank you for coming. Always good to spend time with you guys. I will be back on again tomorrow. Thursday, I'll be making a video of some sort. I'll probably put a premiere on Thursday. But I'll be on Thursday live as well. But yeah, I'll give Vicky a chance to get home today. So tomorrow she can get settled back in. And then tomorrow she can maybe come on and make a reaction video with me or something on the Thursday. So, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. Tomorrow morning. No, it'll be tomorrow morning. I like to do the morning rather than the afternoon. So guys, bless yous. Nice one for turning up. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for the support, guys. Here the Sunset's Free is free. Vicky's not there to shout it. She's there, but she's asleep. No, she's definitely asleep, or she would have shouted, indeed. Here the Sunset's Free is free, indeed. Bless you guys. Ta-ra.